Welcome back, everyone, to Third Street Reactions. I'm Zack.
Shane.
We are back with the Bad Batch Season 1, Episode 12. You remember what happened last time on The Devil's Deal.
Yeah, dude. Last episode, we get to see young Hera. I know you know who that is because of Ahsoka, but I first was introduced to her as a, 15 years from now, when she's a pilot of the Ghost and Star Wars Rebels, which is like a fan favorite show. And yeah, she's young, and her uncle Gobi Glee.
Gobi Glee.
Yeah, I get you should fight. I get wanting to fight the Empire, but I wouldn't get my niece or any of my friends' kids involved. And if I did get them involved and they told me not to do it again, I definitely wouldn't do it again.
Yeah, he did it again.
Yeah, he did it again. I just think I don't care why you're doing it. Just don't get my kid involved.
Yeah.
Just because I don't want my kid to die.
He didn't even try to be apologetic for it. He's like,
Yeah.
He kind of even, she said she wasn't going to go, and he kind of enticed her to go.
The one encounter we did have with the Bad Batch was actually when the guns they were running were for them.
They were gun runners.
Yeah, so her and Mega had an encounter, which was kind of cool. Rampart was there. All the other guys were there. We had the clone commander there as well. We finally had the death of Senator Twi'lek. Senator Ta. Yeah, I mean, he was always kind of even during the Republic, he represented what Dooku and what Beerus, what they saw when they saw the corruption in the Republic. So, he's dead, so I'm kind of happy about that. Make sure you go to our Patreon to see our full-length uncut reactions. If you're joining us for the first time, make sure you guys stick around after reaction for our review. Let's jump in.
Now the traitor of Ryloth, attempting to assassinate your own senator. How unfortunate for your people to see you fall. They won't believe your lies. Tar said you'd be a challenge, but he was mistaken. Your daughter, too. Surely you know how dangerous it can be out there. You don't know Hera.
Hera.
Eleni, you're the reasonable
Hera.
one. Tell us
I guess I heard it
will ensure she
both ways. I mean, George has said Han and Han, you know?
supporting a menace. Syndulla's forces attacked our transport and shot Senator Tar.
I was there. That blast didn't come from Cham or his fighters.
Is that so?
Then yes, sir. I'll locate Harrison Syndulla myself.
That's not necessary. Another squad is handling that. It's only a matter of time before she's found.
You think about Magneto's final moments.
Mm-hmm.
Not final, but that last episode.
Mm-hmm.
We searched the house. The Syndulla girl's gone.
She could have already fled the planet.
Not without her parents. Find her.
I'm right here. You know?
New plan, Chop. Meet me at the base. We need to send out a transmission, and fast.
Can't wait to see Rosario Dawson again in Ahsoka.
Oh yeah.
What's going on here?
Gonki's prime power source won't fully charge. I'm fixing it.
You got. He's a defective unit. Hunter.
What kind of symbolism is this going to be?
Don't worry, we're defective too.
Maybe that's
We
it.
are receiving a recorded transmission.
That's kind of what I took away
I do
from
not
it.
recognize this frequency. Patch it through.
I was taken by
She just
parents,
said hero.
and they are after me now too.
Yeah, it's-
Well, she doesn't
I
know.
sent
She,
them coordinates.
she says things funny all the time.
yeah.
Omega.
They're wrong.
Home channel.
For emergencies, and that sounded pretty urgent.
We can't put ourselves on the line every time someone's in trouble.
Why not? Isn't that what soldiers do?
Not the good ones. The good ones just follow orders.
What's his problem?
Thank you for coming. I wasn't sure you would. The Empire's begun targeting anyone loyal to him.
What do you want us to do?
Free my parents from the capital. That's where they're being held. They can pay you if you get them out. Please, I don't have anyone else to ask.
But no guarantees.
Something cool about those.
So iconic.
Yeah.
I love that druid design.
Yeah. It's weird because it's kind of like the most alien looking
I
too.
know. That's why I like it.
It's kind of freaky looking.
The rest of them look like C-3PO, not cool at all.
Citizens of Ryloth, the shocking attack on your beloved senator has left you shaken. But Orn Freetar's condition continues to improve, and he will make a full recovery.
Or in Fat Taw. You think he'll make a full recovery?
Yeah, so he's not dead.
How could he not be dead?
Kind of wish he was dead.
I think he's dead.
The plasma bridge into the city's been deactivated. Well, I say we fly in and blow our way out. The capital scanners would detect our ship. I don't like the look of this. Ryloth's not a separatist planet.
Exactly my point.
Damn.
They talk all the time. How could you not know they're there?
We're here.
Look at him spying around.
Maybe it just... I did not expect that.
I did, but you can't be transmitting it.
Yeah. That's what happened on Bespin,
No.
Oh, good.
right?
A probe droid.
Hoth.
The Empire
Oh,
will
yeah.
know we're here, and so will...
Star Wars is one of the few things, like, when they're wearing a helmet,
All my father
you
wanted
just know,
was
you know what I
peace
mean?
on
Yeah, you
Ryloth.
know the intention,
Yeah.
the feeling.
What's happening? I just want my parents back.
We are all over the Imperial comm channels. They've increased patrols within the city.
Crosshair will expect an attack. Guarantees. We'll get you off-world and take you someplace safe.
Stop! I'll pay you double.
All the money in the galaxy won't matter if we're dead. What you're asking us to do.
You shouldn't have said that.
Being strategic means knowing your limitations, Omega.
She's trying to save her family, Hunter. I'd do the same for you.
You.
I know, it's just every time I hear that cute little voice, it's just like...
It works really well.
No, Hauser. Some isn't good enough. I want all of Syndulla's supporters found.
Peaceful citizens. It will incite an uprising.
Then they will be arrested too.
He's right.
Peace has a cost, Captain.
It's bad management.
Yeah.
Clone Force 99 is on Ryloth. I know what they're capable of.
I'm more worried about what you're capable of. Since your squad has yet to locate Hera Syndulla, I suggest you stay on task.
I don't need a lecture, Chub.
I know you're scared, but don't give up. He'll come around.
Why do you
Really?
trust him so much?
I think you will.
Because he's my
We're gonna
brother.
be here for another, what, 18 minutes, something like that?
Him?
Yeah.
You can trust them too. All we need to do is think of a plan and convince Hunter.
Why would he listen to me?
Because it's strategic.
So the voice cast always says Chopper's playing himself, but the rumor is Dave Filoni.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You both attacked an Imperial convoy. What did you think would happen?
That gave us no choice. We had to protect Hera.
I'd be punching my fucking friend in the face
That's
right
what
there.
I'm trying to do. I'll protect her. Like how you swore to protect Ryloth?
Yeah, I don't know. If I were them,
We
I don't know if I
trusted
trust
you,
them.
Hauser.
Yeah.
Go be Glee, why you sitting back there with your arms crossed?
Yeah,
It's
you
your fucking
fucked it
fault.
up.
Yeah.
What? That was my plan!
Not the capital. The Imperial refinery on the outskirts.
Any heavy defenses at the refinery?
5 perimeter cannons, but they are unmanned.
Autocannons are extremely vulnerable. Where is the control console?
Right inside the main gate. It is heavily guarded.
You two go with Chopper as backup, but at a distance.
Really?
By
themselves. Tech, Wrecker, and 3 Harris
We
parents.
got one hand scaling the wall.
I know.
Follow your lead.
Have your chain codes out and ready for inspection.
Very loud.
We have to help Chopper.
Jump out.
Yeah.
Kiss
Kinda
my
lose-
ass.
Kiss my ass.
We will. But first, we need to take the console offline.
How are we going to do that?
With one of those.
Pretty messing
Said you
things up,
wanted
kids.
to be a pilot, right?
What's that?
Pretty messing things up.
Well,
Well, the fucking droid didn't pull through.
Yeah. I think that dropped.
Yeah, I think it did.
Yeah. About to trade here in a minute.
I won't tell if you won't.
You're not that concerned with what they think.
Kira and I are working on it. Just don't shoot down our shuttle.
Wait, what shuttle?
Here we go.
That's really good.
Yeah, it does. When Anakin does that in the Trade Federation ship.
Unauthorized launch from Shuttle 2. Registering multiple explosions near the refinery.
That was us. Cannons are down. Do some damage, Wrecker.
Dika.
I can do.
Hang on.
Wow! I've been rubbing that shit
The
in.
refinery's under attack.
I'll handle it. Stay here and guard the capital.
What are you doing here?
Breaking you out.
You know them.
They are mercenaries, but I didn't hire them for this.
Hera did.
Hera, where is she? Is she safe?
Is she alright?
We are getting the hang of this.
Sick.
Yes,
Hey, look at the head. I hate it.
The Admiral said to protect the refinery.
That's not their target.
Then why are they attacking it?
I love how he knows the way they think, too. I wonder if it would be easier to shoot with that helmet off. I know there's like
Yeah,
Like
it
heads up.
enhances damage and everything.
there's like a heads up display in there and stuff.
Chat, wait!
Because I'm on your side.
Why should we trust your blue ass?
What the Empire is doing is wrong. You have to get out of here.
It's not over. We will return.
You can't stay here. They'll know you helped us.
I will not abandon my squad. They're good men.
Just go back up to where you were and like just say, I don't know what the hell happened. You know?
Working now there.
Omega, we have alternate transport. Meet at the rendezvous.
Lovely, because there are multiple Imperial vessels inbound.
Now being ordered to target the very people we swore to protect. And I will not be a part of it any longer. Who will stand with me?
I can't have this.
Inciting mutiny.
What that's gonna mean for him, I can't remember. No. I think firing squad would be a bad way to go.
Here's the payment.
I don't know. I mean, I've heard of worse ways to go.
Oh yeah.
You'll need it. These occupations are happening on other planets besides Ryloth. I have my own people to look out for.
If a war is coming, it will be their fight as much as ours. Come along, Hera.
Yep.
Tech showed me how to scramble a ship's signature.
We will soon see how well it works.
Well, co-pilot, we didn't do too bad.
Do you have to go?
For now. But I'm sure I'll see you around.
Sometimes I don't think of them as brothers and sisters, you know?
No.
For believing in me.
Django didn't.
No.
All his children.
Yeah.
It would seem I underestimated your four friends. If only they were fighting for us instead of against us.
What do you think he wanted? You probably know where he was. I guess you've watched it. There's no point in asking you. Why am I even asking you? You're pissing it away.
That's a good question. Like, what do you think he wants? Why is he doing this?
You gotta wonder what's going through his head. He's not always good soldiers follow orders. I mean, he's obviously either feels like he's fucked up, he's probably conflicted because they've been following orders for this organization for so long, this system, and then all of a sudden they buck him.
Well, I can say there's some more nuance to him than what's kind of on the surface.
I assume.
And there's also some interesting things that are still yet to develop with him. Like, I'll just say this right now. My favorite episodes of this whole show involve him. Mm-hmm. And there's a few each season, maybe a couple. Mm-hmm. And they're all as in like the 2 or 3 that there are as good as the best episodes of Clone Wars. But yeah, at this point in the storyline, he absolutely legitimately wants to hunt them down and execute them.
You have to wonder, like, even though he's the one that left them, that he's the one that feels left behind. Because you can see it both ways from both perspectives.
Yeah, you do see. I mean, Wrecker said just a few episodes ago. He said he missed.
Crosshair.
Yeah, so we did also see the scene where they're all in the bunk on Camino. Mm-hmm. He's kind of by himself, and the episode ends with just him by himself, and everyone else like doing their thing.
Yeah.
And he's like,
when they take the barracks.
Yeah, when they're in the barracks. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hauser, I do not remember what happens to him, but I love that character.
Yeah, I think he's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Obviously, he must have followed through with Order 66.
Yeah.
He must have complied.
He must have complied. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just because there weren't that many Jedi. There weren't enough Jedi for all the clones to
have
a hand in killing them.
There's supposed to be like 10,000 clones for every Jedi or something.
Yeah. So
they were easy to take out just because it's sheer numbers.
Yeah.
I mean, Palpatine in the Revenge of the Sith or the Rise of Lord Vader book, he always knew they would be very easy to take out by the clones. Like, he didn't need Anakin to do anything except get Anakin to a place where he felt like, oh, well, I fucking can't go back now after going to the Jedi Temple.
Yeah.
Because they didn't need Anakin to go to the Jedi Temple. They could just went. Because there's too many clones.
Yeah. Not enough of mature and able Jedi.
Pretty much, yeah. You know, I know you obviously remember Cham from the Clone Wars. Ryloth is always a very important storyline in Star Wars animation. And it's always fighting for its soul.
Because they're always showing Twi'leks out there. Now they're all dancers.
We gotta give them something to do.
They're all dancers and whores now.
Yeah.
The Empire took over.
But something like that.
You don't see too many redemptive occupations.
There's no badass Twi'lek bounty hunter yet.
No. You see the pilot. You see Hera. You see the one that.
I do love Hera.
See the one chick.
And the Book of Boba Fett?
Yeah. That's running that bar.
Who is that actress again?
I don't remember, but she was good looking.
Yeah.
And of course, Mary Elizabeth Winstead's good looking.
Yeah, she is.
So.
Their women are always beautiful.
Yeah.
The men are always Neanderthals.
Look like fucking Neanderthals.
Her being a pilot is a very important part of her storyline. So watching this again, I wonder if some of these seeds are just really being planted and all these things are being cemented now.
I would say so.
Yeah, it just makes me wonder, like I have no idea what happens in season 3, but what happens to Omega later? I would just love if they got some fucking older version of her to come back and be in like fucking Ahsoka or something.
Tamara Morrison's like, I have a daughter.
Yeah. Who could play a... I mean, they had to pull off the New Zealand accent, which in her is very strong with her, too.
Had to be a New Zealander.
Yeah, like someone who looks like her. Well, I mean, they could just get someone...
Surprisingly, there were several New Zealand actors and actresses that...
Could pull it off?
We just weren't aware of. I mean, Sam Neill, we didn't know he was
I did not
New
know.
Zealander growing up.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know all their names. I'm going to admit that right fucking now.
Yeah,
I can't recite them other than Tamara Morrison.
Sam Neill.
Sam Neill. Yeah.
But I really like the character. I'm so fond of her. I don't know why. It's like I almost look at her as a daughter. I don't know why. I like that little character.
Yeah, they did a very good job putting her in that role as like someone you take care of, you look after.
Yeah, the audience feels this kind of protectiveness over her. Yeah. But ultimately, it's a kid's show. They did the right thing. They did it for free.
Yeah.
And I think what's cooler than that is Hauser did the right thing.
Yeah, and he was going to pay a price for it.
I always glean, like, when this show is not trying to be, like, super entertaining, which it was entertaining, it's always trying to usually teach a lesson.
Mm-hmm.
Star Wars George always said, like, we need to teach lessons to our children. Like, these are myths that we impart that should teach moral things to our children. Now, Darth Vader cutting off his son's hand, he's definitely, I don't know if I'd go that direction for discipline. No, but in this particular, I think Hauser, like, helping the good guys and then choosing not to run and saying, I want to be there for my men.
Yeah.
That was a noble thing.
I'll get through to them.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. And that's always kind of typical of the clones during the Clone Wars era.
Well, you probably know the answer to this. I have to wonder if that factors into why they are dismissed from military service.
I mean, you've seen a little bit of it, and it's still... That answer is still unraveling. Mm-hmm. I mean, a lot of it has to do with budgetary stuff, and they want to conscript citizens. They want real citizens fighting... like for a real, for real causes.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's how they look at it. They don't want something that's grown in the garden, and programmed. And I mean, I know the Moths are like, dude, we can't trust these things. Look what they did to the Jedi. That's part of it too, Mm. Yeah, but that's because, but they're on our side now.
Yeah.
Like, well, are they?
I guess, yeah.
So it's like a bunch of Jamie Lannisters. Even, but it'd be like if you took Jamie Lannister and programmed his brain.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, emotionally, they'd be hard to trust. But I feel like intellectually, you'd be like, okay, I know I can trust them because I know I'm the one that made them mistrustful.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
You're the one that pulled the strings. You think that at least we create like an elite core of them. But...
So in Return of the Jedi, there is a guy, and he did have a name because he had an action figure. But this thing hasn't been seen or sold since the 80s. And he's unknown. Okay, I know you know Rex lives, so I'll just go ahead and say Zack knows Rex lives, but he looks exactly like Rex, like with a white beard. So they pretty much have said, okay, that is Rex.
So they just combine it. They're like, this is easy. We're gonna make that Stitch.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's official, but Dave Filoni said, oh yeah, you're right. He kind of does. Yeah, he does kind of look like Rex. I think there is like the unofficial answer is that is written out to be Rex. It looks exactly like a Rebels model that I've seen. But I mean, most of them they age out of service, and in Legends though, like they did serve for a long time. But in Legends, it was a combination of what they're doing here and the fact that they just stopped making them and they just started getting old.
That makes sense. Just phased them out.
Yeah, but like this show presents, I think, a really cool idea, like that you can't really trust them. Like in Tarkin and the Moffs, they want to get away from everything that the Republic was. Yeah. But it's just the idea that the elite fighting force in the galaxy, like that's the one thing you keep. Yeah. Or you know what I mean? Now,
I mean, they're battle hardened.
Yeah, I mean, we do know Jango Fett's DNA. Like in the universe, that DNA is important. They look at that as the best like template that they can find. I guess they looked at a lot of different candidates. They decided on him. Yeah. Anyways, guys, that's it for discussion. If you want to support us, check out the next 4 episodes on our Patreon. If not, we'll see you next week.